Hello, good evening. A new report has revealed that the death rate among newborn babies in Carlisle is well above the national average. There have been 20 more deaths over the last 4 years than would normally have been expected. A crucial factor is that the maternity hospital is too far away from the Cumberland Infirmary. Eric Wallace reports.
The report on perinatal mortality, which refers to those babies who are stillborn or who die within the first week of life, was prepared by Dr. Peter Tiplady and was discussed at the Family Health Services Authority in Carlisle today. The theme in general was commissioning better health, but it's the high number of baby deaths which has outraged Carlisle MP Eric Martlew.
It's a devastating report and a very sad report. What it indicates is what many of us believe for a long time, that the fact that the maternity hospital is not on the same site where the major medical centres are has caused infant deaths in the past.
There is no suggestion in the report that there is any failure in the medical care at the maternity hospital. The nursing staff work to the highest possible standards, but they do not have instant and immediate access to the life-saving facilities that are available at the Cumberland Infirmary.
Our major problem is that we are on another site, remote from the other specialist colleagues who we need to run in a modern acute obstetric service, such as paediatric baby doctors, anaesthetists. We're also remote from other services, such as the laboratory where blood is cross-matched, very important part of obstetric care. And also, occasionally we need the requirements of an intensive care unit. That's for mothers rather than babies. The babies are actually looked after here, but the baby doctors work on at the Cumberland Infirmary.
Following this report, the medical authorities are so concerned that an information line has been opened at the maternity hospital for anyone in its area who is expecting a baby. That number is Carlisle 2344 extension 2208. And the line is open from 8:30 in the morning until 1:30 lunchtime. And the sister at the antenatal clinic will take the call.
Hundreds of animals could be flown out of Carlisle to be slaughtered abroad every week. The move comes at a time when ferry companies have banned the export of livestock because of cases of cruelty. But as Lisa Hazelhurst reports, local farmers say stringent regulations guarantee animals would be treated humanely.
The transportation of livestock and their slaughter hit the headlines recently when ferry companies banned animal crossings because of cases of cruelty. Now, because of that ban, a Dutch company has come up with the idea of flying livestock to Rotterdam from Carlisle Airport. They think it would be ideal because it's situated in the heart of the country's farming industry. Cumbrian farmer Les Armstrong believes that animal cruelty in the past has been down to cowboy operators and that new stringent regulations would guarantee humane treatment. He believes the decision should be a commercial one. But a leading animal welfare group, Compassion in World Farming, says the move would be disastrous. In a statement, they said they were appalled by the proposal, which, if given the go-ahead, would subject tiny week-old calves still unsteady on their legs to the noise and turbulence of air travel. After a gruelling journey to Rotterdam, they are likely to be reared in narrow crates, a system so cruel it has been banned in Britain. The City Council-owned airport is losing about £70,000 a year. There are councillors who object to the scheme. Others believe it would secure the airport's future.
Well, an airport which the City Council has struggled on its own to support for very many years and makes it a deficit, would receive hundreds of thousands of pounds of income, and that must be important for the future of the airport.
Councillors are holding a special meeting next week to discuss the issue. It's believed it'll be a close-run decision. But they'll have to make their minds up quickly. The company wants to start flying calves out of Carlisle from the beginning of December.
People in Ambleside want to buy the site of the town's former bus station rather than see it developed into shops and office space. It's been revealed that secret talks have been held between developers Dimples Estates and local residents. There was fury in the town yesterday when it was announced that Dimples had won a long-running planning war to build on the site despite widespread opposition locally. Ambleside businessman Peter Jackson says the discussions so far have gone well. The next step would be to raise the money.
It's not necessarily the people of Ambleside who will be being asked to buy this site. The people of Ambleside will be setting in motion an appeal, be it of a national or even international nature, with a view to raising money to obtain the site, in effect, for the people of Ambleside and all those people that come to visit the national park, rescuing it in perpetuity, in fact.
A special officer has been appointed in Workington to handle domestic violence cases. It follows a dramatic rise in the number of incidents reported to police in the town. Jill Douglas reports.
In 1993, there were 177 reported domestic violence incidents in the Workington area. That figure has more than doubled this year to 355 to date. In response, Cumbria Police have appointed a special domestic violence officer to the town.
There has been an increase from 1993 to 1994 of incidents reported to the police. I think the media has played a strong part in making women more aware that they don't have to stand for violence and there is something that can be done about it. I think a dedicated officer is a face they can associate with and a person they can contact to go and see them or to visit them confidentially.
Today, Elizabeth was at a seminar at Tully House entitled Opening the Door, where different agencies discussed how to tackle domestic violence and how to help victims. But how will Elizabeth's new role as domestic violence officer help women in Workington?
The job basically is to make sure that people are aware of different agencies and different people they can contact. There's obviously going to be different problems that I can't help them with, but I'm trying to make a multi-agency approach with getting round to other agencies and be able to advise people on where they can go to seek the advice they need.
Negotiations will be held tomorrow to try to resolve an industrial dispute at 4 South Cumbrian quarries. Almost 100 workers at the Burlington Slate Company have been on strike today after rejecting a pay rise of 2.75%. The GMB union, which organised today's protest, says it's meant to be the first in a series of Wednesday walkouts. That's the border news. We'll take a look now at the weather forecast. Any showers will die out, leaving a clear but chilly night. Tomorrow will be much the same as today, with everywhere seeing some sunny spells, but the odd shower too. Winds will be fresh and from the southwest, and temperatures will reach 11 degrees Celsius. That's 52 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's the border news this Wednesday evening. From us all here, good night.